I think I'm a very interdisciplinary researcher. I'm currently working at CBS in the BHL department, that is Business Humanities and Law department. And my research interest is mostly on alternative organizations, creative organizations, social innovation, and alternative also temporalities. And I use an interdisciplinary perspective building from continental philosophy and sociology. So Hephaestus, already the name, it's first of all, it reminds the Greek god Hephaestus, that was the protector of arts and technology, which is a very important part of our project. Indeed, it's an acronym for Heritage in Europe, preserving and protecting craft heritage through new cutting-edge technologies for sustainable futures. For us, craft is not just something to preserve but to maintain, but it's an agentic force for innovating the futures. So we have in our project a dual dimension, like the genius bifront in the Greek mythology, one that looks at the past, so heritage, culture, and what makes craft a place, but also one that looks at the future, craft as a mode of organizing and producing for sustainable futures. Within Hephaestus, the overarching objective is to first understand the craft ecosystems we are working with in order to create a set of tools, methodologies, but also business models for innovating and preserving craft. The idea is to aim to create these models to make it not only economically but also socially, culturally, environmentally sustainable. All these suites and models, then they are going to be tested in a living lab that we are creating in Bornholm. Based on the test, that is going to then develop both theories but also practices and tools, practical tools for the craft makers and the policy makers. We are proposing also a set of learning materials. Yeah, the starting point is the observation of craft organizations and craft makers and the work and how they take the time to make the stuff that they are making, the care that they are putting in their production, and also once the products reach the market, the care that they are having for presenting to the customers, explaining also how to maintain, repair, and how to use the object. So there is a very strong storytelling there, and which made me wonder, can this be applied beyond craft? There is this emergent phenomenon that could be ascribable to something like a mode of slow organizing that is present, that is emerging. It is mostly embedded in the social movement of slow, for example, slow food, slow city. So taking the time to produce, taking the time, getting to know the territory, getting to know the knowledge, getting to know also the history of the place, and create a set of activities, economic activities, organizational activities that respect the pace of the place, that respect also all the environmental factors. This was empirically observed, and then started to theorize that maybe we are entering maybe we should move in a more than human relational approach. So moving away from the anthropocism, an anthropocentric vision that we have mostly in academia and most of the literature we are working with, especially in business schools, and open up to this idea that also slowness is not, it's a temporality that includes more than humans. This also becomes an aesthetic judgment.